But in spite of getting so much of smashes from the world, still, still I don't know what kind of sleep is it that we don't still wake up and then stop. That what is that kind of? Is it some
Like
designed? Is it our design, or is it that's what we have become conditioning? What is that?
like
It is
moods-
all the fault of God. He is unnecessarily compassionate. He does not let the law of karma phal run its due course. He shelters us even when we don't deserve the shelter. He protects us even when we don't deserve the protection. So when the bull will be all over you, you will just pray, "Oh Lord, save me." And some kind of help will come your way. That help does you in. We don't deserve that help. We don't deserve that our calls and plea and prayers be answered. But they are needlessly answered. Probably somebody has too soft a heart. We don't really pay for our misdeeds. At least we don't fully pay. So we feel that we can continue with our ways. If once we are made to pay fully for the total expanse of our being, rather misbeing, that will help us see where we stand. The greatest protection that existence has offered us is time. The next protection that existence has offered us is insensitivity. These two together really don't allow us to feel how debauched we are and what is the depth of our rottenness. How does that happen? Firstly, whatever you do comes back to haunt you only after a while. So time saves you. You don't get immediate results for your misdeeds. If the result could be immediate, then you would not dare do what you usually do. You know that the result will come after 5 years. And who knows whether you would survive 5 years or not. And even if you would survive 5 years, maybe by that time you will be able to manage some way to protect yourself. The second way in which we feel protected is insensitivity. Even when the results do come upon us, we are so insensitive that we don't even feel that something has happened to us. Insensitivity is like going numb. Your health keeps deteriorating, but still you keep living the same way. You are insensitive. The relationships keep degrading and falling off, and yet nothing changes within us because we are insensitive. Life keeps going from bad to worse, and yet we don't mend our ways because we are insensitive. We don't even feel that something really terrible is happening. So in these two ways, somebody protects us. One by way of time, second by way of insensitivity. If the full force of the results of our actions could strike us right in the moment of the action, then we would be shown the reality. Then we would not dare to be distracted in the way we are. You go to someone and tell him, "Don't do this, this is bad," He says, what is bad? I am only getting pleasure out of it. Where is the sorrow? Where is the suffering? And actually the fellow feels no sorrow and no suffering. That saves him. At least in his own eyes he is saved. You can become so thick-skinned that even suffering may not be able to penetrate you. You may become so unconscious that all suffering then remains in the basement of your mind. It never comes to the surface. It never comes to the point where it is available for observation. And because you cannot observe your suffering, you happily live in the delusion that you are not suffering. Orangutan.